The unexamined life is not worth living. To find yourself, think for yourself. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Let him who would move the world first move himself. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for one is transitory, the other perpetual. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Silence is a profound statement. An unexamined life is a tragedy. He who has the least wants is nearest to the gods. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when thou art in, continue firm and constant. It is not living that matters, but living rightly. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. Not life, but good life, is to be chiefly valued. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. A man who is not a good servant will not be a good master. The hottest love has the coldest end. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. He is richest who is content with the least. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to improve yourself. The secret of happiness is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Be of good cheer about death, and know this of a truth, that no evil can happen to a good man. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. Wealth does not bring goodness, but goodness brings wealth and every other blessing. Every action has its pleasures and its price. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavour to be what you desire to appear. Know thyself. Regard your good name as the richest jewel you can possibly be possessed of. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. I would rather die having spoken after my manner than speak in your manner and live. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. To fear death is nothing other than to think oneself wise when one is not. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. Do not let your desires be ruled by your fears. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. Bad men live that they may eat and drink, whereas good men eat and drink that they may live. A system of morality which is based on relative emotional values is a mere illusion. Think not those faithful who praise all thy words and actions, but those who kindly reprove thy faults. If all our misfortunes were laid in one common heap, whence everyone must take an equal portion, most people would be content to take their own. It is better to suffer wrong than to do wrong. Living well and beautifully and justly are all one thing. Virtue does not come from money, but from virtue comes money and every other good of man. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. Wisdom begins in wonder. In childhood be modest, in youth temperate, in adulthood just, and in old age prudent. No man is capable of causing great evil without having first deceived himself. He who would learn must first question. The nearest way to glory is to strive to be what you wish to be thought to be. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. The shortest and surest way to live with honour in the world is to be in reality what we would appear to be. When desire, having conceived, gives birth to opinion, and having attained opinion, passion nurses it. In all of us, even in good men, there is a lawless wild beast nature. He who is only an apprentice in virtue is an enemy to himself. Knowledge without justice ought to be called cunning rather than wisdom. Prefer diligence to idleness, for the idle can never know himself,